Thank you everybody for joining us on this mentorship call today on this beautiful Monday. If you can hear me, please drop me a 777 in the chat box and then I will continue. Thank you, Shiza. I'm just going to put my phone on mute so I don't get any calls. And again, welcome everybody to this presentation. I hope you're all well. And it's now the second week in June and things are absolutely amazing for most of us. And certainly the business is progressing very well. And we've had some very, very good trading this week as well. Now, today I want to talk about the 25 secrets to wealth creation. And I've done a bit of groundwork on this. I've got a little presentation I'm going to pull up. And now just to make it clear, these secrets are something that I've been doing for several years. If you can see my slides, please let me know. Drop me a 111 in the chat box and then I will continue. So these secrets to wealth creation are something that I've been doing now for several years. And also I've learned a lot of this from one of my mentors, Kevin Trudeau, who actually became a multi-millionaire before he turned 18. So a lot of these secrets to wealth creation are something that you should take on board. And please, if you don't have a pen and paper with you at this moment, please go and get one. And I'll run through these 25 secrets to wealth creation. Now, the first secret to wealth creation is the Teachability Index. Now, I've been in business for over 2 decades. This is my 3rd decade in business. And every single person that I've worked with in business, either as a partner, as a colleague, or perhaps a client, what I've noticed is that the more teachable they are, the more successful they are. The more you're willing to learn, the higher is your, and also the higher your willingness to accept change, the more successful you will become in this business. Now, you need to have a very, very high teachability index. So your willingness to learn has to be very, very high, and your willingness to accept change has to be very high as well. Now, I often meet people, certainly in this business and other businesses, where they want to be very, very successful. And when I ask them, what are you willing to change? They come back to me and say, I'm not willing to change anything. Let me give you a few examples. If you're watching television for 3 hours a day, and you're not willing to change that and do something else towards your personal development or towards your growth in this business, then it's very unlikely that you will succeed. If you are generally waking up at 10 a.m. in the morning and you're not willing to change that to say 6 a.m. or 7 a.m. in the morning, then again, it's very unlikely that you will do very, very well in this business. So your willingness to learn and your willingness to accept change have to be very, very high, which in turn will make your teachability index very high as well. And again, if you continue to do what you've always done, you will continue to get the same results that you're getting today. Basically, going back to what I said before, you have to change something to get a different result. To become super successful, unless you're super successful now, will require you to change something somewhere. And just bear in mind, coming into this business, you do not know everything. It's the people that come in as students and those people that are willing to learn throughout the process that are the most successful. Broke people come into any business knowing everything. If you're broke and you're on this call today, one of the reasons could be that your teachability index is very, very low. And that's where you have to change. You have to increase your teachability index so that things change for you. And part of that is becoming a very, very good listener. It's the people that are listeners, those that are willing to learn, that are the most successful in not just this business, but any business. The second element of this 25 secrets to wealth creation is understanding the training balance scale. Now the why, and again, I've discussed this on many, many other calls, the why is more important than the how. You have to know why you're doing this. Your why should be very, very powerful. Your why should make you cry and not fly. So the why, whatever you, I mean, some of the reasons could be you're doing this for your kids, you're doing this for your family, you want to help other people become financially free in your family perhaps. Whatever your why is, your why should make you cry, and it has to be very, very emotional. So ask yourself, why are you doing this business? What motivates you? And do not focus on how you're going to get there. If your goal is to hit, say, I don't know, $100,000 from this business within 12 months of today, you need to be very clear of that goal. Don't worry on how you're going to get there. Just know what your goal is. Knowing your goal is 90% of the job done. You have to be super clear of your goal, and the how will come to you. That's why we're here. We will help you with the how. All you have to do is know why you want to do it. And that's 90% of the job done for you. Now, the 4 phases of learning are as listed on this slide. You've got unconscious incompetence, conscious incompetence, conscious competence, and unconscious competence. Now, coming into this business, if you go back maybe a couple of months before you started this business, you would have been at the unconscious incompetence level. You did not know what the business was necessarily about. You would not have known about the kind of earnings that people are making within this business. So you would have been at the unconscious incompetence level. Once you've come into the business, you become consciously incompetent, which basically means that you are now conscious to some extent of what the process is. You may know that trading works. You may know that, if you were to build a business, you can do extremely well, yet you would be incompetent because you don't know how to do it. So you're classed as consciously incompetent. Once you start doing things, you start learning to trade, perhaps you start building the business, you become consciously competent. So you're now making conscious efforts to apply the principles that you are learning to change your situation. So you're learning how to trade, you're learning how to do the network and affiliate marketing, you're slowly building your business. You then become unconsciously competent when you've been doing the above for a specific amount of time. It could be 30 days, 60 days, 90 days. When the habit develops, you become unconsciously competent, which basically means that you can trade almost with your eyes closed. You can build your business almost with your eyes closed. You've been doing it for such a long time. You've been persistent and consistent in your efforts that success becomes automatic. Super successful people are at this level, and the principles of trading, the principles of building the business, which are 2 principles in this business, come to you automatically. So you need to be at the unconsciously competent level, bit of a mouthful, to make this business work. And to get there, again, what you have to do is take on board the learnings and what we teach you, and you will get there over a period of time. Very, very important. The 4th secret to wealth creation is that of having a definite purpose. Again, why are you doing this? It has to be very, very specific. And this main objective, call it a name, call it a dream, has to be particular to you. And only you know what this is. This is your why. Once you have a definite purpose, you can move towards that purpose. It's like driving to work or driving to a meeting. Once you know where that meeting is going to be, you will know how to get there. So you have a definite location. And once you know where that is, you'll make sure that you get there. Very, very important is to focus on one thing. Focus is an acronym for follow one course until successful. And once you have laser-like focus towards your goal, you'll find that your energy will flow in that same direction and you will hit that goal. Don't try and diversify, because again, when people come into this business, some people come into this business, put a little bit of effort in, and then look elsewhere and think, that maybe that's a better way to do it. Maybe I should be scalping when I'm actually day trading. Maybe I should be position trading when I should be doing cryptocurrency. Do not try and over diversify. Focus on one thing, and it's when you have laser focus that you will absolutely smash this business. The grass will always appear greener outside, in other places, in other businesses, other opportunities. However, trust me, you focus on one thing, do not diversify, become an expert at doing one thing, and you will absolutely achieve amazing results and hit your goals much, much quicker. And part of that is having a burning desire to achieve your goals. Now, if you haven't seen The Secret, the film The Secret, I've talked about this before, please go out there, get it, go onto Netflix, go onto Amazon, get yourself a copy, and Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Read that book. Once you are obsessed with your very, very specific goal, once you know what your goal is, once you're obsessed with it, you will get there. It's when you think about your goals every single day, every single minute of the day, while you're sleeping, when you wake up, when you're having breakfast, when you're driving the car, that you will hit that goal. So make your goal a priority, write it down not just once, but you need to be writing your goal down every single day and focus on your goal 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and then you will see wealth appear in abundance. The law of attraction, I've talked about this in prior trainings. You become what you think about. Again, going back to your goal, if you're thinking about that goal, just say your goal is to earn $100,000 a year. If you're thinking about that goal every single minute of the day, there's a very, very high chance you will smash that goal. If you only think about it once a week, once every other day, it's very likely that you may not hit it. When your goal is top of mind, the law of attraction, the way it works, will bring that goal to you. Okay, so ask yourself, what are you thinking about most of the time? Yeah, are you thinking about what I'm going to, have for lunch, where I'm going to go out for dinner, what I'm going to drive tomorrow? What are you thinking about most of the time? You need to be thinking about your goal. Once you have your why in place, once you have your goal in place, to get there, you need to think about it all the time, and you need to feel as if you have already achieved that goal. So again, if your goal is to make a certain income amount every single year, how would you feel if you had achieved that goal? When you're living inside your goal, when you're living as if you have already achieved your goal, that is when you will achieve your goal. The Strangest Secret by Earl Nightingale. Get yourself a copy of that and go through it. And that talks about the law of attraction. It's an extremely powerful law, very, very powerful. And once you understand the law of attraction, once you are living and operating at the frequency of someone who would operate at having achieved your goal, you will hit that goal as well. Now, readers, or rather leaders, are readers. So you need to be reading books every single day. Obviously, if you can't read a whole book, read a couple of pages. To be incredibly successful, you have to read. Who you become in 5 years from today is a product of the books you read and the people you meet. Books change people. Books allow you to live a life of the person that has already achieved your goal. Again, bear this in mind, broke people do not read. So read over and over again. Read the same books over and over again. I read many books, many good books that I've come across over and over again, because you change as a person all the time. Once you read that book again the second time, the third time, the fourth time, you'll see something differently. I've listed a few books here that I feel you should get and read on a daily basis. And The Law of Success in 16 Lessons, Napoleon Hill. This was the precursor to Think and Grow Rich. Think and Grow Rich is the watered down version of the Law of Success in 16 Lessons. The Law of Success in 16 Lessons was actually removed from the marketplace, so it might be quite hard to get hold of. But if you can get hold of it, bully to you. It's something you should do, something you should read. This is the real Think and Grow Rich. The book by Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich, is a much concise version of the Law of Success. So please try and get yourself a copy of that. Ask and it is given. The Magic of Thinking Big, The Magic of Believing are all great books you should get yourself. See you at the top. Zig Ziglar. I've been listening to Zig Ziglar for 20, 30 years. Absolutely amazing person, certainly for personal development and growth. See You at the Top is a book I'd recommend. The Go-Getter by Peter Kine. How to Win Friends and Influence People is another book you should get. If you're making notes, make a note of all these books. Take a screenshot of this slide. The Secret by Rhonda Byrne. It's a book and also a DVD that you can watch. Again, I'd recommend you get that. Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki, very, very famous book. And of course, Think and Grow Rich, which is the concise version of the Law of Success. Leaders are readers, and you should be reading every single day if you are a leader. Very much related to reading books is your audio learning. And obviously, I listen to a lot of stuff nowadays. I used to read a lot of books going back a few years now, but today I'm still reading books, but I spend more time on audio learning, using my headphones, and also my car that I drive is my library on wheels, because I have a lot of personal development stuff in there. And what you'll find is that by educating yourself through audio learning, you'll achieve a paradigm shift towards where you need to be to achieve your goal. And again, paradigm shift is a very, very important concept. If you don't know what that is, do a search on Bob Proctor and paradigm shift. And he talks about this all your time. You need to be feeding your mind with positivity every single day. Now, this can be quite hard to do, because if you go into the newsagent, you go into the supermarket, all the newspapers, whatever you read, 90% of that is rubbish and it's negative. Even when you have an iPhone and you flick through it, go to the news section, the 5 or 6 stories, how many ever stories they've got on there, 90%, if not 100% of them is rubbish, and that's not what you should be reading. You should be ensuring that you become personally developed by going through the recommended books and audio that I've talked about prior to this, and make sure that your current thinking is replaced by new thinking. Your training will never stop. You need to personally develop yourself every single day. And when you're consistent and persistent, you'll find that things will begin to change. Attend seminars. Obviously, it's not that easy to do that at the moment because of the current situation with the lockdown. But attending seminars is part of your continuous education. And also it allows you to meet people who are like-minded to yourself, people who want to change things in their life, perhaps people who want to hit the big numbers in business, people who want to become financially free. By going to seminars, you don't just learn from the speakers, but also you get the experiential event. So you're learning from people around you, and it's a whole experience, and it will help you to align yourself to your success. Tithing is something I've been doing for quite some time, and The Richest Man in Babylon by George Clason was a book that I read probably about 15, 20 years ago. It's not a very, very big book, but in this book, he talks about tithing. So what you should be doing, and this is one of the secrets to wealth creation, is tithe. So you should be saving 10% of whatever you earn every single week, every single month. In this business, we get paid daily almost. If you're trading, you can be paid daily, but we also get our affiliate or networking income once a week. So you should be getting that 10% and saving it, putting it into a saving account and leaving it there so you can invest that further whenever you need to. Do not pay your bills until you've paid yourself first. So until you've paid that 10% first, then look at paying your bills. A lot of you might be thinking, I don't have much month at the end of the money every month. And, that might be difficult, but trust me, once you start doing this, what you'll find is that your bills will get paid. So get into the habit of paying 10% into a savings account every single week, every single month, whenever you get paid, and you'll find that things will start to change for you. If you have concerns about this, read the book, The Richest Man in Babylon, and he explains it amazingly. So get that book and read it and take on board the concepts he talks about. Now, some people on this call may be in debt. Some people watching this video might be in debt. And again, one of the secrets to wealth creation is to get out of debt. And unfortunately, debt, again, like negativity, is everywhere. A lot of people are in debt, whether it's loans, credit card debt, mortgages. Debt is crippling and it can destroy you. The interest rates that some of these cards charge, in fact, even on your current account, when I saw the interest rates, I was just amazed at how much money you would have to pay to take on debt. So my recommendation is to get out of debt. Debt can destroy you. Debt plays on your mind and takes away the focus. And you need to be focusing on producing income and also on income producing assets. And also you need to be focusing on your goal. And debt, unfortunately, moves you further away from your goal. So if you can do this, get out of debt as quickly as you can. The other thing is the 12th law of success, or secret to wealth creation, is good priority management, also known in some circles as time management. Now, you need to be focusing on things that bring you results. And every day I'm looking at what I'm doing. Every day I try to focus less time on those things that bring no results. In fact, I try to only focus on result proving activity. So this causes less stress, less confusion, less anxiety, and ensures you hit your goal faster. So if there's an A and a B, and B produces very little results in your business, you should not need to do it. Just focus on the A, and you'll find yourself getting closer to your goals much, much quicker than otherwise. So ensure you've got good priority management. Prioritize the things in your life, in your business that work for you. Just to give you an example, in trading, if you find that that scalping gives you a very, very good income, and that day trading may not give you as good as income as scalping, my advice would be to look at scalping, focus on scalping for a few weeks, for a few months, and you'll find that your income from scalping will increase multifold, as opposed to if you were to focus on 2 or 3 things, you'd find that it would get you longer to hit your income goals than if you were to focus on one goal. Scalping works amazingly, as does day trading, as do other trading activities. However, if you were to focus on one thing and become an expert at that thing, you'll find that your success and your movement towards your goals would be much quicker than if you were to focus on 4 or 5 things. Associate yourself with winners. This is the 13th secret to wealth creation. Don't waste your time with broke people. Unfortunately, we all know people who are not successful or who are broke. And what you'll find is that these friends of yours will leech or take your energy out of you, and you'll find yourself taking longer to hit your goals. So please change the friends that you spend your time with. 5 years from today, your income will be an average of the income of your 5 best friends. That's a very, very important concept. Your income is an average of your 5 best friends. Change your 5 best friends, make them all into multimillionaires. Spend time where multimillionaires congregate. So I spend a lot of time in very, very expensive hotels, 5-star hotels. And, I have dinner there, I have lunch there, and, have a cappuccino there as well. And what you'll find is that when you spend your time with very, very successful people, you'll notice a different energy level. Very, very successful people talk about different things to people who are broke. People who are broke might be talking about EastEnders, Coronation Street, what's happening in the football today. Successful people are going to be talking about what companies they are buying. They'll be talking about, the frequencies of very, very successful people and how they can use the law of attraction to achieve more. They'll be talking about, businesses where they can invest in further. They'll be talking about the stock markets, Forex market, and cryptocurrency market, and so on and so on. And when you spend your time with very, very successful people, or I class them as winners, you'll find yourself becoming a winner too. So increase your energy, make your energy that of someone who is very, very successful. Successful people do work. If you think that successful people do not work and have made their riches from just lying around in bed all day, you're mistaken. We do work very, very hard, but also we work very, very smart as well. And what you'll find is that a lot of the success that we've achieved in life has come from thinking, and by thinking in the right way. And that is all down to the law of attraction. And what you think about most is what you become. So bear that in mind. And again, this business, I absolutely love what I'm doing every day. If you love what you're doing, you're more likely to be very, very successful at doing that. Now, in this business, we deal with people. So this is a people business, unless you're, of course, only trading. To do very well in the people business, you need to have a pleasing personality. People have to like you. People like doing business with people that they like. So if you're a grumpy person, people will not want to do business with you. Change the way you appear to others. Change how you interact with others. And what you'll find is that people will want to do business with you. If people want to do business with you, your business will skyrocket. If you haven't read the book, How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie, go out there, go to Amazon today and get yourself that book. Again, I read that book over a decade ago. Very, very good book. And it shows you how to empathize with other people and how to get other people to like you. Once other people like you, once you empathize with other people, you'll find that they'll want to do business with you, and your business will grow at a much higher rate than otherwise. Communication skills are key to business. This is the 16th secret to wealth creation. There's 9 to go. Successful people are good communicators. I do not know any successful person who's not a good listener, negotiator, a good salesperson, and a good communicator. To become a good communicator, you do all of the above. You can improve your skills of communication by reading the books I've talked about, by attending seminars and interacting with other successful people and listening to very, very good audio. And again, if you get the books that I've talked about on this presentation, a lot of them are also available on audio, and you can do that. The 17th secret to wealth creation is that of improving your credit score. If you don't have a good credit score at the moment, you can do this. There's a lot of websites out there like Money Saving Expert that teach you and show you how to improve your credit score. And the reason why a good credit score is important, and you're probably thinking, what am I talking about, is because you can actually, by having a good credit score, you can get access to cheap or free finance. You can actually get money for free if you have a good credit score. Going back to my property days, I became a property millionaire in my early 30s. I was actually buying property on credit card on 0% deals. You can actually go out there if you have very, very good credit score and buy properties on 0% interest, which means you're paying no interest on credit cards or other finance, only because you have a very, very good credit score. To get yourself a good credit score, you should always be paying your bills on time and do not overstretch yourself on credit cards. This might be a difficult concept for some people. I don't know what your financial situation is. However, this goes back to believing again. If you believe that you have a good credit score, the law of attraction will make that happen for you. So belief is everything. Once you start making good income, and some of the people looking at your names on this presentation are financially free and making a very, very good income. Once you're making a very good income, you need to ensure that you reduce your taxes or eliminate them. What you'll find is that wealthy people and very, very big companies, very, very successful companies, pay little or no tax. It's everybody else, the 95% of the populace, who are paying all the taxes. The very successful people making the millions, the billions, and soon to be trillions, pay very little or no tax at all. And you need to start thinking like that straight away from the outset. Use corporations and trusts for tax efficiency. If you do not have a limited company, think about setting one up. I have one. And again, many successful people on this call do have limited companies, and get yourself an accountant or tax advisor. You need to do these things at the outset so that when you're making the big bucks, you keep more of the money as opposed to giving it all away. There are ways to give money away, but you will learn that once you are speaking to successful and good accountants and tax advisors. So please ensure that you reduce your tax so you keep more of your earnings. OPM is other people's money. Again, I've talked about that. You can use credit cards and credit, free credit, to increase your business. You can actually use interest-free credit cards for your trading account. You can get a lot of resources, like a lot of credit from credit cards, £10,000, £20,000, if you have a good credit rating, and you can use that in your broker's account, and then you can use the leverage of the broker to make even more financial returns. So good credit is very, very important. OPM, other people's money that can be leveraged on a broker's account. You can use interest-free credit cards, interest-free loans in some cases, and by using that, you'll find that your profit will be much higher than otherwise. You should always be looking at ways to increase your income, whether this is trading income, whether this is income from your business. And part of that is to reduce expenses as well. Mortgages, car loans. Do you actually need to be paying £600 a month on your car? I know a lot of people where their income seems to be high and they've got car loans of like £500, £600. If you were to reduce your expenses, you would have more money to invest in your business. If you focus on multiple streams of income, you'll find yourself becoming financially free quicker. Employees, or those of an employee mindset, only have one income stream. It's the millionaires, the billionaires that have on average 7 streams of income. So you can increase your income by increasing your income streams. I'm just going to talk about 5 ways to increase your income stream. Property investing is one of them. Obviously, I've got a background in property investing, and It's one way to do very, very well in business. And I don't know if you know this, but the rich hold their wealth in real estate. So you can make money in other businesses, but when you want to retain that money, you can do it through property, through real estate. And there's many ways of doing that. You can do, rent to rent. You can do straightforward flipping, property investment, development options. There's a lot of ways to buy property and hold property. And again, this is something I recommend you learn. I know many people in this business who are now offsetting or siphoning off their income from this business, from the trading income, from building their business as well, and putting that into property. Again, something you should look at. E-commerce, very, very big. Iron Mastery Academy, we are an e-commerce platform because all we need is a mobile phone and we could be anywhere in the world transacting the largest and most liquid market in the world. And Iron Mastery Academy allows you to do that. And again, we've got drop shipping coming soon as well in this business. And that is another e-commerce platform. And again, e-commerce is big. It's very, very big. $1 trillion industry. And once you get and know how to do this, you'll find that, again, you'll move closer towards your goals. If not, you'll smash your goals. So e-commerce, write it down. Very, very big. I use eBay and Amazon all the time, not just as a seller, as a buyer, but also as a seller. So that's an additional stream of income that I have. But again, Iron Mastery Academy, again, is very, very big on e-commerce. Stock trading and investing, if you should be doing that now already as you're part of Iron Mastery Academy. We do buy and sell stocks and shares as well, whether you know it or not, through indices. We trade US 30, for example, which is the Dow Jones, and New York Stock Exchange. We have German 30, which is the Frankfurt Stock Exchange, and we do S&P 500 as well, in addition to others. So stock trading and investing is another secret to wealth creation, and you can become a master of that through Iron Mastery Academy. If you don't know how to do it yet, go into your back office and the training is there for you. Forex and cryptocurrency, again, very, very big. I love cryptocurrency. Traditional currencies like Forex, your pounds, your dollars, your yen, euros, and so on. We teach you this on a daily basis. Become persistent and consistent in your effort. Learn something a little bit every single day, and you'll find yourself doing this as a competent person. And when you do this through competence, you'll find that your results will be amazing. I hodl and also trade cryptocurrency as well. Again, if you don't know what this is, log into your back office because we do talk about this. So Forex and cryptocurrency is another secret to wealth creation. And the last one is network marketing and MLM. And I'm not the only person who talks about this. Kevin Trudeau, a lot of my other mentors talk about this as well. Bob Proctor, we all talk about this. Iron Mastery Academy helps you with network marketing. It's a network marketing company, and it's linked to the other secrets to wealth creation of Forex, of the stock market, and so on and so on. So if you can master the network marketing element of this, you'll find your business will absolutely shoot through the roof. Learn how to trade, learn how to build a business. If you don't know how to do it, that is okay, as long as you want to do it, as long as your goal tells you that you want to do this for whatever reason, whatever your why is. Once you are clear about that and thinking about it all the time, you will get there. We'll help you with the how. All you need to do is cover the why. So those are the 25 secrets to wealth creation. And what you'll find is that if you can master these secrets, you don't have to do them all, but as many of them as possible, money will come so fast and in such large quantities, it will frighten you. I'll say that again. Napoleon Hill said this: money will come so fast and in such large quantities, it will frighten you. So again, 25 secrets to wealth creation. I hope you've taken notes. I'm going to I'm going to stop my screen share, and if I can work out how to do it, and I'll put Mandeep on the call. Mandeep should be on this call. I hope you've learned something. Mandeep, are you alive and kicking?
Yes, Dr. Jav, how are you doing?
I'm very well, thank you. How are you?
Good. Yes, I didn't realise you prepared such a fabulous presentation.
Well, I just thought I'd do something different today and help everybody else with their wealth creation, which is what you do as well every single day. So I hope you learned something as well, Mandeep.
I did. I was like literally good, making my notes, and I was thinking, wow, this is really interesting actually. How have you been anyway? Good week?
Yeah, I've been very well. Can you send me those notes as well? Because you make really good notes.
Yeah, I'll definitely send them to you. So notes on your own presentation, yeah?
You learn in different ways, Mandeep. Your notes are brilliant and amazing.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Mandeep. Let us know what we need to know.
Sure, amazing. Well, let's give it back to Dr. Jav. That was an amazing presentation. Let's put some triple ones and some fire emojis just to say thank you to him, because, you know, I didn't even know that he prepared that. Actually, that was really nice. It was good to go through that, and you know, that's really amazing in terms of what he shared with us just then. The 25 secrets to wealth creation. This is what the millionaires and the billionaires are doing out there with their wealth, always expanding, multiplying, investing, compounding. And obviously this company, this industry allows us to do exactly that. So how is everyone doing today? If you've had a really, really super 7 days since we last spoke, I want you to rate your week from a scale of 1 to 10. If you've had a really, it didn't go well week, put a 1. If you've had an okay week, put a 5 from the last time we spoke. And if it's been great, obviously Jav's week's been off the scale with 100. But how has everybody's week been on a scale of 1 to 10? Talk to me. On a scale of 1 to 10, has it been good? Has it been not so good? Where are you on a scale of 1 to 10 from your week being? So from last Monday to this Monday, how has your week been? Let's have a look. Let's have a look what everybody's saying. So we've got 9, we've got a 6, we got some days are good, some days are okay, some days are great. We've got 6 out of 10. Okay, 7. Yeah, okay, that's good. That's really, really good. Amazing. Anybody else? I know there's 18 of us on the call. So would anybody else care to share? Don't be shy. We're all family here. This doesn't go anywhere else, so it's all good. 10, because I see everything positive all the time. So thank you so much. Sade is a 10 out of 10. You go, girl. Karen is a great generally. Amazing. Okay. Every day's 100. Every day's 100 for Dr. Jav. Amazing. That's really, really great. So one of the reasons why I'm asking that question is because, I mean, everything that Jav spoke about was amazing. But the key thing to remember is the F word. Now, what is the F word? What is the F word that I'm talking about? If you can guess this, you're going to be a winner. What is the F word that I'm talking about that is really, really important? Jav is saying food. Amazing. And food is good sustenance, of course. We've got focus from Karen. That's close. That's close. Faith is a very good one as well. We've got some good words coming through. What do you think the F word is very crucial to your business? And I didn't know about this, by the way. I didn't know about this, but it's very, very important. It's very, very important. So let me give you a few more things. Frequency. Okay, you're getting warmer, Sade. You're getting warmer. All hurt, fail is, yeah, and that's part of the journey. Yeah. Part of the journey is to fail, of course. Fail your way to success. The F word is really, really important. But let me tell you what the F word is. I'm going to put it in the chat box right now. Freedom. Freedom is a good one, Artie. It's so no one knows. Dr. Jav will know, but he can't obviously guess because he will know what it is. Maybe a couple of you might know. Let me give you a clue. It involves emotions. Does that help? Yes. Mohammed is right. It's the feeling. Now, I'm not talking about this from like a, you know, like a sort of a voodoo place or anything like that, or this is supposed to be kind of a, what's the word that I'm looking for? The key thing to remember is that the feeling, the way you feel, will dictate your success. Now, trust me, when I first heard this, I was thinking, what do you mean? I don't understand that. But this is a process, and this will take time. But the way you feel will determine everything. So if you're feeling good and excited most of the time, guess what your business is going to do? It's going to feel good and exciting. If you feel good and excited most of the time, your trading will feel good and exciting all the time. If you feel good and excited most of the time, your bank balance, your relationships, your wealth, your spirituality, your mentality, everything else changes, because the outer is a reflection of the inner. Now, this is not some hocus pocus things that we're making up. David Imanitier, this is what he teaches. He does not pay attention. Well, he does pay attention actually, but it comes secondary. Secondary comes the bank balance, the volume, the numbers. But the first thing he pays attention to is the feeling in his organization. So you don't have to do it in public on the chat box, but rate your feeling. You've got your pens and papers from when you took notes on Jav's call just now, his presentation just now, but rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10. How did you feel? How did you feel? When I say the feeling in the organization, I mean the feeling towards the leaders, the vibe that he's getting. How are the leaders feeling? That's what it means by he pays attention to the feeling in the organization. So it's how is he feeling and how are the leaders feeling in the organization. So what that means is that, are those leaders excited? Are they talking about problems, or are they talking about solutions? What is their language like? What kind of language are they using? Are they saying, oh, I've got a problem. Oh, this doesn't work. Oh, that doesn't work. Oh, someone dropped off. Oh, someone left. Oh, my trade went the other way. I blew my account. This doesn't work. This person is complaining. Or is the language, I signed someone up today. I did 10 presentations. I did 10 messages. I'm really enjoying the business. Thank you so much. I'm looking forward to changing my life. I'm really, really grateful. So I ask you the question, what is your language when you speak on a daily basis? What are your feelings on a daily basis? I was actually reading something the other day. I can't remember the author's name now, but he was talking about, are you in your business or your relationships or your whatever it is you're doing, or are you into it? Does that make sense? Are you in or into? Because they're two different things. There's a difference between saying, I'm in Forex trading and I'm into Forex trading. The reason being is because if you're in something, you're just in it, you're trying it out, you're testing it out. But if you're into it, you're going to make the extra effort to go all the way. You're going to feel excited. You're going to feel good. You're going to feel grateful. Trust me, 2.5 years on from this business, trading has made me and the team so many pips like there are no tomorrow. Network marketing has given me so much in terms of blessings and time that I never could have imagined. I spoke about a story, and I can't remember whether it was this call or whether it was another team call, but I spoke about my nan's birthday. My nan lives in Birmingham. I live in Leicester. For those of you outside of the UK, these are two cities that are about an hour apart. And my nan lives in Birmingham. I live in Leicester. On her birthday, a bit before, it was in February, so a bit before the pandemic was announced and everything in the UK, it was her birthday on a Monday. And I said, happy birthday, phoned her up. In fact, I FaceTimed her. And 1 hour later, I was on her doorstep with a cake and flowers on a Monday. And I was the only grandchild to have done that because everybody else was at work, or they were busy, or they were doing something else. They were committed to something else. So when we say build a business and earn residual income and go all out in trading, it's because the time freedom that this can give you is amazing. Yes, of course, the money is there and the pips are there and the financial freedom, but the time element is important. We are not here. Nobody knows what's around the corner. Look at what's going on out there. Nobody knows when things can just go pear-shaped. We don't know how much time we have on this earth. And, I'm a big advocate for live life to the fullest every day. Live life to the fullest every day. And we can only do that if we're feeling good, if we're feeling good every day. You want to be on your, not to sound morbid or anything like that or negative, but we don't want to be on the deathbed, so to speak, saying, I'm really glad that I spoke about that customer, or that trade didn't go well, or we're not going to be talking about that. What you're going to be looking at is your memories that you created with your loved ones and the legacy that you left, how you helped your children, for the parents on the call, or how you helped your parents, or how you traveled the world. See, a lot of people go to their grave, ladies and gentlemen, with just dreams. They kept thinking it. They kept thinking, okay, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. But there's a big difference between being interested in something and being committed. So let's get committed. Let's raise our bar to the next level. Let's really, really raise that bar. A lot of people say, someday, do you know what, someday, do you know what, one day I'm going to win the lottery. Do you know what, one day I'm going to do this. Do you know what, someday this is going to happen. But that someday is no day. It never happens. So we have an opportunity to create something big. And trust me, Jav is quite a long-standing member in this company, as am I. Not as far back as 2013, of course. I mean, within the organization, but in this organization, but we love it. And the reason being is because we have big goals, we have big dreams, we have things that we want to do, and that takes time, it takes discipline, it takes patience. But again, going back to the language, we are into this business. We're not just in the business for a laugh and a joke. We are into this business. That includes, waking up early. That includes reading books. That includes, for me, it includes like a gratitude morning routine where I wake up and I'm listening to some music and I'm writing out what I'm grateful for that day. Things could be going pear-shaped out there. I could do a whole seminar on this, but I know we're tight for time. But the difference is rejecting the reality if you're not happy with your reality and creating something with your imagination. If you are on Bob Proctor's Go Live seminar last Thursday, you will understand what I mean. There's a difference between animals and humans, clearly, because we are blessed with 6 higher faculties that animals don't have. They can't change their environment. They can't change it. They're either flying or north or south or whatever it is, or or they're going to a certain place. Whereas we can change something. If we are in debt, we can change that with our words, with our actions, the way we speak, the way we talk. If our businesses are not growing, we can change the face of our business. If our trading isn't going so well, we can change that by saying, I'm a master trader. I am doing really well at trading. And you know what? I'm going to be totally honest here. I was not a good trader when I started. No way. I didn't understand it. I got confused. I used to feel frustrated. But one thing I was consistent with, I'm so happy and grateful I'm a master trader. I'm so happy and grateful I'm a master trader. I'm getting better every day. I'm getting better every day. And I kept saying that again and again and again, to a point where now I'm in a position where I teach Web Analyzer. And most of the time, 85 to 90% of the time, they hit take profit. It's amazing. My brother and I caught 100 pips. It's sort of after midnight. We had one of the sessions, I think it was last Wednesday or Thursday. The market was just on fire and it was moving really, really quick. We were both awake, so we just caught pips. That's it. And without giving any figures away, I probably earn a week's wage in an hour. That is the truth. It's shocking, but it's the truth. And the reason why I say that, not to impress anyone, not to say, look at me, it's to say, hey, everybody has a piece of that pie. We all have an opportunity to learn a skill for life. So why not use it? I did that all through the Web Analyzer. ECC11 pays. Harmonic Scanner pays. All the products and services pay if you get good at it and if you're disciplined and focused. So just in summary, language. What are you saying to yourself every day? Is it, I can do it, or yeah, I'll give it a go for a few months, I'll see how it goes? What is your language like? Are you in this or are you into this? Are you really committed or are you just interested? Are you just interested, you'll see how it goes for a couple of months and let's see? Or are you saying, this is my plan A. I'm going to go all the way. I'm going to go all the way and get there as far as residual is concerned. If you're not building the business, I'm going to go all the way and double, triple, quadruple my trading account in the next 6 months. So language is number one. And then number two, your feelings. What is your feel? Now remember, your feeling will vary from hour to hour, from day to day, from week to week. But what are your feelings like towards your organization and towards yourself? Do you feel good or do you not feel good? And when you don't feel so good, what are you doing about it? Do you go for a walk? Do you pick up the phone to your leader? Do you do you read a book? Do you listen to something motivational? Self-awareness is that first point. It's about understanding that, oh, I don't feel good. As in my feet. I don't mean not feeling well. That's something different. I mean feeling excited. the more excited we feel, the better it's going to be. And I just want to finish off with this. We have an incentive that Dr. Jav and I put together. We are paying this, by the way, out of our Forex profits. But we have an opportunity where every single one of us has the chance to win. So between now and Wednesday midnight, UK time, you have an opportunity whereby whoever gathers a customer, you get $100 as a well done towards that customer. So why not take advantage? You get 5 people, you get $500. You get 10 people, that's $1,000. 20 people, that's $2,000. How much money do you want to make? It's over to you. Share this opportunity with people and say, look, we are here to help you win. This is exciting. It's 2020. Make 2020 your year. Let's smash it. Let's do it. And let's all put our activity in the groups, guys. Every time you're on a Zoom call or you're doing a trading session or you're doing something, put it in the group so other people will be inspired by what you're doing. So that's enough from me. Dr. Jav, back over to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mandeep. That was absolutely amazing. Can everybody please send Mandeep some fire emojis and happy faces and dollar signs and pound signs, whatever you want to. Again, Mandeep, thank you for that. Always great to have you on the call. And yeah, just to summarize, thank you every single person for being on this presentation. And I'll say this every time, we're here to help you. We've gone through a lot of things today. And again, if you cover those 25 principles of success that I talked about, what you'll find is that money will come so fast and in such large quantities, it will frighten you. Add that to what Mandeep said, and I'll say it again, money will come so fast and in such large quantities, it will frighten you. Learn those 25 principles to success. If you haven't written them down already, please write them down, learn them and do them every single day. Mandeep and I have been working in this business for quite a long time. What we've learned is that the more people we help, the more we'll get closer towards our goals. The more people that we help achieve their goals, the more chance of us achieving our goals. We're here to help you achieve your goals. We want you to succeed. We want you to smash your goals, both on the trading side and the business side. We're giving you very, very good incentives to do that. We're not doing this for anybody else. This is for our team, for the people on this call. So take and make the most of this promotion that we've got running. Every single person on this call is a leader. Every single person on this call is financially free. Let's get you there. My name is Dr. Jav. Again, thank you, Mandeep, for being on this call. And thank you, every single person, for being on this call. We're here to make you succeed or help you to succeed. Thank you, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.